Welcome, my angels, or welcome back. My name is Malika, but I'm also known as My Angel, and I'm loving life all over again. I love doing plan with me's, budget with me's, and unboxings, and I try to dabble in things here and everywhere. However, today I'm here to give you guys your look at my 2024 planner lineup through my 2023 planner lineup. If you like that type of content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we go. All right, guys. This is my planner stack. It's still a lot, but I got to say, it ain't changed. I was going to say it went down, but it didn't quite go down, but it went down. So for the last few years since I started planning, I've gone all the way up to 11, 12 planners. However, always 3 of those planners was always into one, so I wasn't carrying that around. However, my life, there's a couple things that happens with me in my life before we get started. I love planners, as you can see. However, also the way my life is, I need different things to kind of make it work for me. And I did cut down a little bit, but I think I'm still a little bit over. And honestly, I don't work in every one of these planners on a daily basis. I should, because of what needs to be done. However, sometimes when I go through my mental ups and downs, I don't work on everything. But when I'm in my high and I'm my everyday doing what I need to be doing because I'm disciplined in certain things and trying to be consistent, I do work in all these planners. And so let you see how they are. And this is technically, all of these binders are 2023. Yes, our 2023. However, we're moving all of these into 2024. I wanted to get this video out even though all my stuff has not come in. So I still order things, but it's Christmas time, so things aren't coming in as fast as you want. So prayerfully, they'll all come before 2024. Now, I will let you know which ones I already do have, and I think I can show you. No, I left it upstairs. As you can see my setup, this is downstairs. This is a downstairs setup. I have a different table downstairs than I have upstairs, but for the most part, it looks the same outside of the tablecloth. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I don't know why I even brought it up. So anyway, so let's start. I'm going to show you everything. We're going to start from the smallest to the biggest, I think, or maybe the biggest. No, let's start from the biggest to the smallest. So we're going to move all this stuff to the side. Move this over to this side. Move this over here. I'm just making sure I have enough space. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with this. Hold up. Start with this. But I need to bring this in. Okay, let's start from here. We'll go here. So this is my main planner. I've been rocking the same cover for years. I'm thinking maybe I will change, but I am a person that I love change, but sometimes I'm very hard with change. Like I don't want to. Like this was my very first. After Happy Planner, and I realized there's so many other different labels that I can use and experience, I saw Notiq wanted it. This is her old logo. So if you're looking at this like, what's going on? Yes, this is not her logo anymore. This is her logo. Oh, hold on, you guys. My mic came out. Okay, I don't know how long my mic was out, but anyway, this is her logo. This is her old logo. So for my main planner cover, I use her. But however, inside it's a multitude, not a multitude, but it's a hodgepodge because I carry 3 planners in one here, which when you look at the pile, two of those piles are technically go into here. And this is what I keep on my desk on every day where I check every morning, check every evening. This is what I look at. Well, not in the last 2 weeks. However, this is what I look at every day. So in the beginning, I'm going to go just a quick flip through. This is my inbox, and I really don't use an inbox for the most part. But I do whenever I need to, like, see, I have to make some planners for other people. So I try to put that in there and keep it going. These are my dashboards. This is my very first dashboard, and I can't get rid of it, guys. I cannot get rid of it. I don't know why. The look, it's me. It's me. Down to the hips. It's me. So I'm just loving it. Then I love this one. This is in front of my goals. I need to break the chain of things that are bounding me from not getting what I need. I should say, I'm not receiving what God has for me. So I need to break those chains from things that are holding me back. So I keep this here so that I can remember this. So now, this is my goals section. I have different dashboards from different people. But I come back, I wanted to show you this. Usually, I used to do power sheets. Love power sheets. I did power sheets for about 4 years, 3-4 years. Love them. However, I was like, okay, I got to cut back on some of these planners. I didn't realize a while back that I had purchased the 5-year plan from Cloth and Paper. So this is my 5-year plan. I'm not going to technically go through all of it, but this is my 5-year plan. I love it. I go through it all the time. I look at it, love it. How did I rip this? Or someone, okay, this is, got to figure out what happened here. This was like this the other day. Anyway, so I love their 5-year plan, but I also love Fancy Plans Co. yearly goals. So I take what I have here through my 5-year plan and what's going on in my 5-year plan, and then I add it to this yearly plan. And I like this more because you can put stickers. Yeah, I did decorate my 5-year plan, but I liked it a little bit more. So even though I didn't decorate this, I used the stickers to kind of do everything. And I will be doing this in a later video. I have 2024, so I'll be doing that in a later video. So everything I kind of did, I sat down and really worked on this. But what I realized what my issue is that once you do this part, you got to go down and start making plans to fulfill each one. And so for the next 3 years, because I've already been doing this for 2 years, for the next 3 years, that's my goal, is breaking down and breaking every goal into plans. I hear it all the time, but somehow it wasn't functioning in my brain until recently. And because I was getting really frustrated with myself for not accomplishing the things that I have in my goals. However, it was because I didn't have a plan to execute to reach those goals. And so that's what we're going to be doing this year. So I will be filling this out while I'm online with you, not the whole thing, but showing you with the stickers and stuff. And then I will sit down and actually go through it myself. So this is my mood board. I don't really show this, and I leave it like that. So then I have my plans. At this moment, I'm using plum paper. I don't care for plum paper. I love the idea of the different colors. That was cool. However, one is too short. It's shorter. It's not a classic. It's really not a classic size. It's a 7x9. So it's almost like an Erin Condren. So that part kind of frustrated me because I thought even though it wasn't the exact same size, it would fit a little bit better, but it didn't. And that's okay. So we are going to, I still use my stickers, still able to do what I need to do in it. However, it wasn't where I wanted it to be. So you will see in 2024, this is the type of style that I like. And this is why I got plum paper. Let me see. I know I have a blank page in here somewhere. I know I got a blank page in here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Because I don't do every week. However, this part I didn't like. These things I didn't like. I love this. I love that you had this week here. I'm not sure if I'd rather had it been here or here, but I love this layout. And I love this layout for a daily for me. So for me, this is better. I can get more information in. As you can see when I was doing, I get a lot in. The calendar was 2 pages. I like the calendar as well. But see how you can still decorate and still work and be as you have the time and the space, that's what I'm trying to say, to do what you need to do in each one. As you can see, I still had space. I just rather not have the 2 things in the beginning. So like I said, this year will be My Angel's Impression. I'm not saying the name of the planner, but I have created 2 planners, a budget planner and a regular planner. Or I say a monthly, weekly planner that I love, and I'm in love with it. So you guys will see that in the new year. But I wanted to show you guys what I was using. So now I'm not going to be using this. I'll be using my own company's planner. So you guys know that I've done a budget planner. I've been using my own budget planner for the last 3-4 years now. 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. I'm still not there with getting my budget done every week, I'm struggling with that. I love doing planning. I don't have to use all the I don't have to use stickers. I do this, but for whatever reason, I haven't been as consistent as I want. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like consistency is probably going to be my word of the year again next year. I don't know yet. I haven't prayed on it, but my head has been saying that for a while. So November, I did a little bit better in trying to keep up. So nevertheless, it will be my planner, my budget planner that will be in here. Now, this is the funny part. I shouldn't say the funny part. In this one, it has a home section. Man, I ain't done this home section. I have not done it at all. However, it's something that I need to do because there's so much going on with my house and where we live and what we need, and what we need for our everyday living. Just like going to the store and getting laundry detergent, about those essentials, like those things need to be in the cleaning schedule. I have a crazy schedule, especially this year because my oldest is a senior, my youngest is a freshman, but they both are competitive gymnasts. So we're always traveling. They're always at practice. We always have activities at the gym that we need to get done, like volunteer hours and stuff like that. So my life is busy. This needs to be filled out because I need to get myself in order. So once again, we will leave it like this. I started, I did nothing, but we will start working on this. So at this moment right now, what you're seeing is a hodgepodge. This is Fancy Plans Co. This is plum paper. And this is cloth and paper. So I got a whole bunch of different ones. So we're going to keep these in here and we're going to try to do our best in following through. And then we have a lot of projects that we need to do for our living arrangements. So these are going to come in right now. This is Fancy Plans Co. And this one's cloth and paper. Kind of similar things, but a little bit different. Now, my goal is to, I don't know. Oh, and then, sorry, here's my list. Oh, this is going to be a long video. We're going to move a little faster. I want to have one, I think Fancy Plans Co. And which I'm thinking after I finish with these, that's what I want to do. She has a home, what is it? It's a home planner, but I forgot the exact words of it. But that's what I need at this point. I need just like a home planner that's going to have me actually do. So I took this off, but I need to say something. In this planner, I actually have this in here. So this comes from, my financial planner comes from here. This is the financial planner I did last year. I've updated it into a digital planner and a regular planner and inserts. So you'll be able to get all three. I think it will be on my shop. I know it's going to be on my shop before the end of December because I actually worked on it later. I didn't know I was going to do one. That's the problem. Didn't know I was going to do one. Started working on one. I fell in love. I was like, oh, okay. So somebody was asking me about putting it for sale because they saw it and loved it. And I was like, okay, fine. That's what we'll do. So technically I don't have my plum paper book with me. For some reason, I didn't bring that to this recording. So it's my financial planner in here and the plum paper in here. So next year it will be in My Angel budget planner and a My Angel planner. Now, along with those two, I created this last year. Fell in love, and I think honestly, hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out where to put my planner. I got so much stuff going on around here. Okay. I created this last year because I needed something to help me on a day-to-day basis. So even though it says daily plans, it's actually a seasonal daily plan. So it goes from winter to, I don't know if I can find any, to spring, to summer, to fall, and then back to winter, summer back there. This is very thick. As you can see, this is the one planner that I almost use every day. Every day. This is our packing list from when we were traveling. Another update of stuff I needed. So, and I have two versions of it. So, I don't know if I have any plain ones. Let me see. Yeah, I have something. No, that's not a blank one. Okay, here's some blank ones. Okay, so I have one that's just a to-do list with reminders and for me to remind myself to do a me time for me. And each one of them are the same. I have about, what I did, I think I put 20 in a month. No, Yeah, 20 or 25 for each month, but half of it would be a to do, and the other half would be a day to day, a time. So this one is from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. Love this. This, when I say as you can see, look how thick it is. I'll either do stickers, no stickers, but I did it. Now I will say this: December's been kind of rough. I ain't had a chance to do. I don't think I've done maybe 3 pages in December. Let's see. I need bigger rings for this. Actually, no, not really. So I did one day. So I am going to. It's got dirty. I will be doing one of these this past week. The next weekend, I'm going to be working on this to make sure it's printed and ready. Now I don't sell this. This is the only one I don't sell, but I may put inserts where you can printables of these on your own, because it's so thick of a book, and not everybody does every day. Some people do every day. That when they do their daily, they do it in their regular planner. I don't, because I do it so much, it makes my planner go so big, really big. However, I'm thinking this year I might still do that and separate them later, like put it in there and just carry one book and not carry 2. So that's, you know what, y'all, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this one. So this daily plans is going to go along with my budget and my regular planner. Well, I'm calling it my family planner. So my family planner, my budget, and my daily plans and my house will probably all be in there. I can take these out monthly so I don't carry around. This is thick, right? What they say, chunky. So I don't carry this around every day, because right now I carry this around rather than this, which I think is why I'm not doing, excuse me, y'all don't know where I'm pointing to, rather than this. So I do this, but I don't always update this. So this might help. I'm thinking that will help do that. And so I can put it all in one. So that's my daily plan. So that's what technically is 1, but it's 3. We're on our 4th planner. So let's move right along. Let's see where we're going to go. I'm trying to figure out where we're going to go. Okay. So before we go to the next one, let me see. I'm going to do work. So I have this one. Okay. So, okay. I realized I left one of my planners upstairs. So I have a daily planner for I have 2 businesses right now. My Etsy shop and my daycare. And so my daycare, I use maybe when I'm editing, I might cut this part right here and insert that one because it's upstairs. But in that one, it's a teacher's planner that I created myself. However, it's a mix between what most people see as a monthly planner and the weekly planner. So it has the monthly. Then you know how in the monthly there's usually like checklists that you can use. You can do it any type of way. I use that every month. I'm faithful in using that planner every month. And my daily is the same thing. My daily planner for work it's smaller. Excuse me. It's smaller than this one. However, because when I do daycare, it's really a 5 to 6 day week, not necessarily a 5 to 6 day week, or I should say a 4 to 6 day, depending on the holidays and things of that way. So I don't need as much. So that daily planner is not as big as this one. But my regular planner is huge because I keep my expenses in there. I keep my bill check. I don't have a financial planner for my business paper wise. I think that's the best way to say it. But I do keep track of my bills and I keep track of my expenses in my planner. So like I said, I'll try to link that in there. So this is okay, angels. This is editing Malika, or editing my angel. I came in, I said in the clip right before this, I said I will try to link this in. Yeah, I said LinkedIn. So I'm going to do it. So this is my planner for my everyday work life as a daycare provider and transportation. So I wanted to show you real quick this. Hold on, camera's too close. This is a very old cover. I need to get a new cover. So that's why you see the scratches. But I've been using I was using a zipper case, and I decided I wanted to do something different this year. And I decided to pull this out, but this is really messed up. So I did see something else. So I'm thinking I might order the snap cover cases like these. I think I want to do this. This is my old, matter of fact, this was the very first time I bought a teacher planner from Happy Planner. And this is the cover from that, Plan a Happy Life. So anyway, like I said, this is a teacher's planner. I created this myself because I need because I needed something that worked for me, and I didn't have to keep taping things together. So let's see. I'm trying to. This is beginning, and if you notice, none of my planners have names in it. One of these days I'll do that. These are two actual discs because this is 2 inches. I need this because it does get thick between the stickers and the different pages I need to put in this planner. While I'm working, it gets thick. So I want to show you. I'm going to try to jump to January because I work with kids, so I don't want you guys seeing that type of information. So. Look like I haven't done my currently yet, so I'll do that as well. I like doing this beforehand because it gives me the most important things I need. So this is a little different. It's similar to what Happy Planner used to have, but caters towards me. I have kids. We do birthdays and we do little birthday parties, and I try to give out a gift for everybody's birthday. Plus, we do events like we're doing the Christmas party. We do a Thanksgiving dinner. We do an activity family-wise almost every month. I think September and August is the only time we really don't do anything. But other than that, almost every month we find something to do as a group. Like I have a home daycare, so we're actually expanding, and hopefully we'll be moving into a bigger location in the next couple of months. But right now it's a family daycare, so I'm actually trying to get myself together. We're going to cut this out. Anyway, currently page show my most important, my birthdays, events, my notes, and my goals. Now, I don't know if you can see through, but this is see-through because I'm just using regular copy paper. No reason, but it's quicker, and I have access to a whole lot of copy paper. So for me personally, I don't really have issues about bleeding. Most people do, and that's one of the reasons why this is not yet in my shop, in my Etsy shop, because it's cute and everything, but I don't, I made it to work for me. So this year I have dates. Usually I do not have dates. Usually I put the dates in by the stickers, but this year I was like, okay, that's just way too much. I don't have that type of time. So I put the dates in this year. And so this is what I was talking about. So this is what you would know, something like this you would see in a monthly planner from Happy Planner. See all the dots. I love this because, let me see, if we go back to this page, the currently page. You go back to the currently page, I do this like the third week of the month, between the second and the third week of the month. I'll do this. So actually it's the second week because I try to plan ahead. So I plan out everything that I need for the next month. And then I go in here. I go, if it has to be changed, my top 3, which is my most important from the do that. I have a little checklist. Now this is all gray ink because I like gray ink. I don't like black ink. So some of it is very light for me. I know next year I'll probably darken it up. I didn't have it this dark, this light last year, but this year I did because I just want to change up the colors. So these are different colors than what I used last year. However, I still do that. I love the monthly habit tracker. Let me just pull it out so you guys can see. The habit tracker, I do 4 because there's always something that I need to keep up on as I'm growing. As well, because I'm also in the process with this daycare. My mom and I, before she passed, we had started up a program, like our own curriculum for daycare. And so I want to continue that dream that she and I had together. So that's where all this comes from. What I'm focusing on, which is usually has to do with that, and get it done, what I need to do for the daycare, and is what I have to do for myself. And not myself, but myself in the business and my transportation. So here, these are my checklists of everything. I actually put, this is when you say I'm a true pen to paper girl, everything that goes on. So certain groups is like how many students I have, what classes they're in, who's in my transportation, who's in my drop-in, who's what is the unit of studies, which is what we call our community, our part of our curriculum, the unit of studies. What are we doing for the month, for the particular month? The tuition for each person. These 3 pages, I don't necessarily use this page, but I should say I don't necessarily use this page because it's a lot more than I need, but I want to keep the space because as I grow, I want to see how far I can keep this information up. or how much room I would need. So I said, let me start off small. So like I said, as you can see, it goes from monthly into the standard teacher planner style, and it's all in gray. I've kind of this is what I was saying. I have usually two sheets of here. Usually one is the menu, because I try to write out the menu ahead of time, and then I try to set this up. As you can see, I set this up ahead of time, so all my dates are on here all the way to the end of our season, which is August 20. It's usually around August 25th, 23rd, around that time. That's when the new season starts, or new school year for us starts. So I do my receipts. Now I said I don't have a planner. I don't have a planner, a budget planner for daycare. I kind of do it online. So I do all this information and then I just plug it into some spreadsheets. I actually do not do QuickBooks. I used to, but at this moment, it's not the best for me to use at the moment. It's not cost effective for me at this moment. So I don't use it. So nevertheless, I do all that. And then only in the back is actually Happy Notes. Not Happy Notes. Yeah, Notes from Happy Planner. And I can't go through this, but I keep a monthly attendance for all the kids throughout the year. So this is my master list. We have two other lists, but that's my master list. And then these are my note papers from Happy Notes, from Happy Planner. And then these are actually my to-do list, my fall to-do list that I created a while back. I've made a couple of copies for here. And then that's the end. So this is some notes that I want to do. I want to add my own attendance sheet and then some extra pages that's planning for the next year. So like now I'm planning the summer camp. When around May, I start planning for the next school year. So that's where all this is. So nevertheless, this is a week I didn't do anything. Told you there's something. But the next one, hopefully you guys can't see through that. But nevertheless, this is my planner that I do monthly and weekly in. And then like I was telling you guys, I do my daily to-dos. So yeah, I can't show you guys because there's names and stuff in here. So I'm gonna go to January and just show you. I do 20, just like with my personal daily planner. I do 20 every month. And what I've learned now is if I do everything ahead of time, I actually do the work. So I made my own dividers. What are these? Yeah, dividers. That's what it is. Yeah, I made my own, which I love because they're just clean and clear. And like I said, there's no calendar in here. It's just a to-do list for everything that I need to do. Now I do keep a little bit of, these are my old stickers from my old, from some of my old Happy Planners. And then this is my cover. Oh, I will blur that out. But here's my cover and that's what I do. So we are going to go back to the video with all my other information, my other planners. So, okay, we're going to go back to the video so you guys can see the rest of the planners that I will have for 2024. This particular planner starts in 2023, but it goes until till August of 2024. So I'm not changing this one because this is what it is. The only thing I will change this, I'm going to try to find me another one that has a clip because I like the clip. And then that's it. Thank you guys. I will see you in a few seconds. I'll link that in here. So this is my Etsy one. This is my social media / Etsy shop planner. This is what I told you guys is a Fancy Plans Co. Y'all gonna see all my notes. Fancy Plans Co. planner. Just like I said, this is 2023. I do have the 2024, but I left it upstairs. Here we go. But I use this a lot as well. This is chunky. So I have stuff in here from content. I have an Etsy shop. I have my video content. Let me see. Hold on. We're on videos. This is social media. And then this is Etsy. I want you guys to see. This is Etsy. Here's all my information for Etsy. Oh, I didn't label. That's what it was. This is my social media. I didn't list. Then it's my Etsy. And then it's my financial here. I hope y'all didn't see anything. But this is my financial. This is all Fancy Plans Co. Everything in here. This is not a Fancy Plans Co. binder. However, I did finally order one for this year. So I'm waiting for that because I want it to be completely, I have the wallet. So I do cash budgeting for my Etsy shop and my social media because I'm trying to separate that money from my personal money. So that's that. So at this point, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on 6. All right. And we're moving right along. So we're going to go to this one. So this one is a Notiq. This is going to be this is a full Notiq planner. So one of the things I keep having to give you guys little tidbits of stuff. Okay. So I like different sizes. That's one of the reasons why now I don't have one big catch-all planner, because I like the different sizes, because the different sizes work for what I'm doing. I work with Etsy all day long. I work on social media all day long. However, I don't need a huge book to keep looking in back and forth. I need something small and compact that I can look in, stuff that I can write in and be able to put it away or carry it with me. My classic size is not one that I carry around. My letter size I do because I use it for daycare. But no, I don't carry it around. I carry the daily because the daily is a classic size. So for school, you don't need nothing big. Now, I did not go to school this year like that was my goal. That was a goal that I failed on. However, my goal that I've already planned, and I've made a plan, like I said, and I'm executing that plan, I will be in school for spring semester. So therefore, I love this setup for school. It's not a big planner. You can keep it in your bag, in your book bag. These are not Notiq. These are somebody, I think it's Nikki Plans, I think it is. She's on Etsy. Love her student stuff that I was using. But as you can see, this says 2022 because 2023 is upstairs. So I have 2 years that I didn't use. So I may end up redating it. I don't know. Because it's pink, I may not. I don't know. But because it's so small and compact. Oh, my old ones are not in here. Okay. I use these weekly briefs to write down all the assignments that I have, what I'm going to do each day, what is my target for this. I have 6 targets for 6 classes, for not 6 classes, but for every class, I have a target of what I want to do. So there's 6 target things, and that's it. That's all I need. And then the calendar. Don't need much in here. Don't use stickers. This is all about writing. These discs are actually my angel impression. These are not Notiq. So there is one thing that's not Notiq. So now I'm thinking about it. I might buy some Notiq rings. But this is planner number 9. Okay. Whew. We only have 3 more planners. Oh, so that's 12. I went up. Because I said planner number 9, right? So planner number 9 may or may not be used, but that's there. So we're going to go to this little mini one. This is my HP mini. I may be switching to cloth and paper petite, I think it's called, and see how that works. But this one is really just if I have any daily stuff and I'm going out in the street, I write down in here and use what I need for here. As you can see, I don't use this every day. I just use it when I need it. These are actually my daily sheets. These are actually Happy Planners daily sheets. These are Notiq notes. So everything that I need, I put in these notes right here under my notes section, but it's really for business. And then budget. Now this budget here, I'm not going to go too far into this because this is really Frankenplanned. I'll do it like this. So this particular financial budget is just for me to write down. Let me see if you can see. I know when this one has some. Okay. It's just to write down my expenses. I didn't print out the rest. That's why I didn't do it. So this problem with this one is that I decided to create my own because of the way I do things is a little different. But I didn't have the time this year. This year was really a struggle. So one of the things I did last year was, and I'm going to have to do that this year. So I'm going to be spending my Christmas holiday doing this. This planner was made at the beginning of the year. I printed everything first at the beginning of the year. And I have had an issue with using it. Same with my budget this year. Because last year I didn't print it all at one time. And I barely budgeted. This year I budgeted so much more. Not every week like I should have. But I budgeted so much more. And that was because I had everything already printed. That's what I have to do with this one. So, and I need a new cover. This is a happy planner cover. I switched around. This is a couple years old planner. A few years old. Okay. I'm trying to get it. So this was the front. And this was the back. And I like the back a little bit better than the front. That's why I used it. I thought it went good with the pink, my pink disc. Couldn't get that word out. So this one may or may not be in my lineup in January. I'm just letting you guys know what my lineup is going to be. It's supposed to be, but that doesn't mean it's going to be. But this is supposed to be in my lineup for 2023. Now, oh no, I'm only 2 books. Yeah, I had 3. Okay. So this is my gymnastics book. Don't write a lot in here. I just write the information like our travel, the bills that we have to pay. These came from Cloth and Paper later in the year. This is what they gave us in November. And then I think it was like February, I think it was. She sent us these tabs. Loved them. So I added it to this one. And I do use this one. When we travel, I use it for practices. I use it, even though I do put practices in my family planner. But for here, specifically because it changes so much that I will look here every afternoon or every morning I wake up. I'll look in here because this is pretty much already known. All my information for gymnastics is given to me pretty much in September. And then things might change a little bit here and there, but I can fill out from September to December. I can fill out everything I need. And then when November comes, they get us our new one. So this is the only one I brought downstairs, my new one. I didn't bring none of the other ones downstairs. So this will be my new one. So all this information, and I've already started. In November when I got this, I started writing down, I don't know where it is. I know I started writing stuff because I saw it the other day. I can't find it now. But anyway, this is what I use to put all the information. And I travel with this one. When we travel, I take this planner with me when we travel so I can write notes, put down the scores and all that information. Any coaches that we need to talk to, I put that all in this binder. So this is 23, this is 24. So this is going to be part of my lineup. So that's what. I don't know if you should count daily plans as a lineup. I think that's more of a notebook. I'm not going to consider that a planner because I don't have a calendar in there. So I'm going to say that's just my daily sheet. So we're not going to count that. So that's 2 that I take away. So we have the budget, the family planner, the house planner, school planner, social media planner. And I also use this for my DoorDash. So keep track of DoorDash. So I'm at 6. Hold on. Y'all, I'm going crazy. So let's say I said I have a family planner, budget planner, house hodgepodge. That's what I'm going to call it. My daycare planner, my social media Etsy planner, my school planner, and my mini planner. So that's 7. And then gymnastics, that's 8. Yes, I'm going to take out, because the daily plans are not, that binder is not a planner because it only has daily sheets. I didn't put nothing else in there but daily sheets. That way because it was making the planner. So I thought if I used a separate notebook, it would help. And which it does because I don't plan every day on a daily. I don't plan daily every day. That's the best way to say it. So this is 6. What was that? Yeah, this was 6. And my last planner is my MBS, Mind, Body, and Soul planner. And this is a cloth and paper planner. I try to use all of cloth and paper. Even though they don't have like a spiritual planner set, I kind of came up with my own. So right now, routines. Well, not my routines. Yeah, my routines are supposed to go right here. Then I have my journaling right here, which I love, which I needed. So this is my mind, taking care of my mind right here. And then you go to the next section. And this, I have my habit tracker in here, which really should go after the wellness, but I put the habit tracker first. And I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this one. I'm hoping she has a different version because it's a little weird. Because, you know, you have your habits here and then you have this paper here. And I don't know what to write on this paper. However, I'm thinking what I'm going to do, which I tried it 1 month and it worked, was make this part of my habit tracker as well. Because this is not enough. I need a lot more. But I love this size, so I don't want it any bigger. This is my A5. I'll talk about that in a minute. So it's my A5. So then you have my wellness. So wellness, this I consider my body part. So it's actually my wake up, what time I wake up, my hours of sleep. I have all this on my watch. My watch is not on right now, but I have all that on my watch or my phone. What I eat, exercise, stretch. This is like what I need for it to come to my body and still be able to put down like exercises. I don't have to do stickers with these as much as I wanted to. I'm like, so this is where my stickers go. So this is part of my wellness. I break down my exercise. I break down the plan because I need to lose weight. I haven't said this before, but I have a heart condition, and a lot of my heart. I'm not overweight per se. Like I don't look like I'm overweight, but I am overweight by weight. One because I was an athlete when I was younger, so a lot of it is muscle, but my muscle is turning to fat because I don't exercise like I used to. So this is what this is for the new year. And then what I'm waiting for is my horizontal so that I can have for my spiritual, because I want to do, well, not want to, what I do is do daily readings, scripture readings. And I want to be able to write that down somewhere and have somewhere to write my thoughts on it in my prayers. So I'm just creating my own spiritual portion of this binder. So it's not like it's actually specific to spiritual. And that is it, guys. So let's see. We're going to go back and count again. So this is 1. This is 2. I'm going to consider this 3, as this is probably like, say, my family planner. Hold on, guys. Okay, we're going to have to hurry up because my family's doing something, so you can hear some dripping in the background. That's them. They're working on a pipe, evidently. I didn't know they were going to be doing that, but that's another story. So anyway, 1, gymnastics, 2, MBS, 3, family planner. And I'm saying family planner even though there's other things in here. So family planner. So that's 3. House planner. That's 4. Budget. That's 5. Mini. That's 6. School. That's 7. And 8, which is social media Etsy shop. So it's not that bad. I went from 12 down to 8. I am honestly at planner piece, so I probably will not go any further. I guess this is only for I would say about 2 or 3 years. By then I won't be needing this anymore. So I will end up down to 7, because I'm going to always need a budget planner. I'm going to always need a family planner. I'm always going to need gymnastics. Oh no, this lasts for 3. This is going to only be for 3 more years, because my youngest, she graduates in 3 years. So once she finished, I won't need a gymnastics planner, which will bring me down to 6. And that will be my daily. As long as I'm doing DoorDash or Uber, I'm going to always have one of these because it fits in my phone, in my purse. Any information that I need, writing down my mileage, because that's what I'm trying to do this year. Come 2024, I want to be able to write down my mileage every time I drive, whether I'm doing Uber, DoorDash, or whatever. I want to do my own set of mileage. So that's another reason why I decided to do this. But like I said, for the most part, I have 8 planners. I'm at planner piece. I don't need anything else more. And that way I can move forward and have a more productive life. Because right now I'm doing things, but I'm still, because it's not completely consistent, things aren't getting done the way it should, but it's getting there. So, okay, guys, I got y'all on here for 33 minutes. I am so sorry. I was trying to do it under 30, but thank you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. When the new planners come in, as they come in, I'm going to probably do a flip through each one, flip through in a setup so that you can see what I've done. Starting with my, what do you call this? I'm going to tell you. My social media Etsy planner. When I get the cover, I'm going to do that. When I get the inserts for this one, I will do it. So for the next, I will say, because every week is going to probably be, they're going to probably show up. I mean, like I said, I do have my business planner, my Fancy Plans co-planner. I do have that. So I'm going to do a video setup of that when the cover comes. And then everything else, I will just show, we'll do a setup. Hopefully we'll be able to do that setup as the year comes by, before the year ends, so that we can start, sorry for the shaking, so that we can start on December 1st, January 1st. All right, guys. I love you. I don't want to keep you anymore. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions on how I can cut down on planners, or if you are like me and have multitude of planners, different sizes, different types, send me a text in my comments so that I can hear. I would love to hear what you guys are going to be using for the year of 2024. Who are you using? Are you just sticking to one person? Are you sticking to one planner? Are you, what sizes? Like, are you, as you can see, I didn't really say too much. This is a Happy Pride Mini. This is an A5. That's an A5. Classic size, classic skinny, and half letter. So I do have different sizes. And like I said, I was going to try the cloth and paper petite and see if that's better than this one. So we might switch out depending on the situation. I'm not sure because I do have a cloth and paper planner right here. And I don't want to use more than one planner from a company because I would love to be able to watch and see what everybody else does. So I may switch this A5 planner to somebody else or something else. It all depends on what I can find out there. But okay, I'm still talking. Y'all know I can go on a tangent. I can have y'all on here all day long. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, angels.